Oh no.
What?
I blew something out of my truck.
Oh no, what?
My transfer case, I think. What's going on, guys? It's got a beautiful morning out here in Mears, Michigan. And we're about to load the Bronco full of supplies we'll need today and go hit the road and hit the dunes. It's a little damp out, so I think the sand might be a little packed today, but it'll be a real fun way to start. Then, yeah, we'll go from there. We're here. Very exciting. All right, we're finally out on the dunes. And, man, this is pretty sweet. I fixed my 4 low so I can shift it. It's going shifted through. And, this is freaking cool. A little bit of a noise. I don't know if that's like a grinding noise from being in 4 low or what. But, yeah, I don't know. But other than that, I think things are good. And I'm excited to go test this place out. We did our first hill climb. Kara, what are your thoughts?
It's scary, but fun. Scary, but fun.
Yeah, it's pretty steep up here. But, yeah, I'm excited to give it a shot. This is awesome. The truck's definitely got enough power and 4 low to go climb up. I started losing momentum up here and had to just give it a little bit more, and I dug a few little holes, but the sand will get fixed by the wind. It is pretty sweet though, and I think we're here with like 3 other vehicles, so this is awesome.
Sand is like wet.
It is pretty wet. All right, now we're going down. Kara has decided to walk. Oh man, this is cool. This is pretty freaking cool. So we went through our first section of dunes, and the Bronco is most officially built to dune. It's basically what I had in mind when I put this thing together. That being said, we're going to go down to the lake and check it out down there. And, man, this is sick. I think I might have a little bit of clearance issues with my front drive shaft. I think that might be what my noise is, because it changes based on how much height I have. So I'll grease it up later and we'll see what it does. But I mean, it's been driving like that for years now, so it shouldn't be too bad. So we're out here by Lake Michigan, and we've been denied on one dune. It's pretty steep going up. Hit it 3 times, and maybe with a little more gusto I'd get up, but I decided let's go wait on that one. So yeah, we got a little bit of air. The truck started bucking, and you really can't throttle out. You start digging holes. So keep playing around, and if I notice it's a recurring theme, I'll air these tires down more in about 10 PSI. But so far, like the normal dunes have been awesome. This thing's going right up with the 7.3 and 4 low. It's got power for days. But when you let off, it'll go poo, 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 make cool turbo noises. So, really having fun out here. Plus, it's beautiful. Me and Kara are gonna go walk over to the lake. So we're out here checking out the water, and this is super cool. Lake Michigan. So yeah, this is sweet. I was just checking the truck, and I think I found the culprit of my noise. This front U-joint looks like it might have a little bit of play in it, and you can see it's like touching a little bit, wiping some of the grease and grime off. But you know what? I think I'm not going to go push and do anything crazy, but if that's what's making the noise. Looks like there's a lot of play in this shaft too here. But yeah, I'll run it, and maybe tonight I'll go grab a new one of these and replace it out at the house. Go, you know, if I can, maybe I'll be able to tap it in here, like, you know, without pulling the whole drive shaft. But if not, pull the whole thing, rebuild it, no big deal. So should be good. Let's keep going. Oh no,
What?
I blew something out of my truck.
Oh no, what?
My transfer case, I think. So we've determined that the Bronco was built for the dunes. What I did not determine, or I guess what we also determined, was that a magnesium cased Borg Warner 1356 is not for the dunes. We had one good bump and we split this case clearly in half. See the cracks down there? There's some breakage up top. Doing the best to contain the fluid that came out of it. I don't know if it was from the jump or if it's from this joint being bad. See if this got any worse. There's a little bit of planet, but not like what you would expect. So I don't really know. Let's further address this problem. First, let's get this thing out of the dunes. So yeah, here we are. I'm gonna collect this sand and this fluid, and I gotta go source a transfer case. So I may not have gotten a good look at the dunes, but you can see now it's cracked there on the bottom, and looking from the front, it's blown out right in there. So I don't know if my front drive shaft bound and tugged down and blew this all out. That looks like a possibility. Maybe it got stuffed back. I'm not really sure. So I think I'm going to stop jumping the Bronco if I get this fixed. Well, when I get this fixed. I'm gonna get this fixed. So yeah. It's time to go hit up the old marketplace and see what I can find. And then pull this thing apart. You know, it should take a few hours probably. So yeah, time to get to it. On second thought, just wanted to give this another look. That's all I have for upwards travel on the drive shaft, which is more than enough for probably my normal activities. But when I landed this thing, it must have went and stuffed this thing way back, because you can see at the bottom, it's cracked here. But going up top, it's cracked all the way back. And then there's also a crack on the backside as well. So I'm thinking that this thing got put it back into the transfer case, and that's what blew it all apart. So, yeah. It's probably something I will try to avoid for the rest of the weekend. If I get this fixed, of course, but we should be okay.